Hey everybody, welcome back to JakeBuilds. This time, we're doing the Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam Barbatos. This was the series that won the vote. So, what better way to start it than with the first kit? Why does that look so blurry? There we go. Yeah, Gundam Barbatos. Pretty neat looking kit. This actually is two variants in one. Of course, you have the variant here, and then you have the deconstructed variant here, without the big old shoulder pauldrons. But that's a good look at the box here, all in Japanese, because this is a kit from 2015. So, not entirely sure what it's saying. Probably could get a translation app. Of course, the blurb about the show and the mobile suit, and the character who pilots it, Mikazuki Akis. Yeah, that's it of the box. Moving on to the runners, we've got runner A1 and A2, both in the same sort of gray color. Pretty neat. Put this back over here. Sorry, I'm working with a little bit more of a different setup today, so I'm actually standing right now. Could you believe it? I'm standing while doing this. Runner B, which is all I can describe as Gundam White. Pretty neat. And of course, it has all the pieces necessary for constructing the Barbatos. Can you believe it? Putting that back over. Of course, our last couple of runners are very small. We have Runner C, which is this yellow runner right here. Runner D, which is, I believe, all of the red pieces in the Barbatos. And the blue, same thing. All the blue pieces in the Barbatos. Pretty neat. So we're going to check those back over here. Yep, well, help if I didn't throw the runner. Moving on to the polycaps, because this is a kit from 2015, so it's got polycaps galore. As you can see, it's modeled, or they're colored in the same way as runner A1 and A2. Pretty neat there. Along with our sticker sheet. Now, I've heard in the past, these IBO kits are very sticker heavy, so, yeah, get ready for that. Anyway, I believe that is everything. We're not showing the instruction manual because we don't want to spoil the build. With that said, let's... Hold up. I realized there was something I was missing. I don't even have my toolbox open yet. There we go. Let's get building.
feelings to